sorry if it's hard to catch my...
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is GlamPreezy and today we are going to be reviewing the new Huda Beauty RoseGold Remastered eyeshadow palette. If you would like to see my opinion on this palette and also watch me demo this palette up against the old RoseGold palette, please keep watching. So, first things first, as always, thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. I really appreciate the love and support. I did want to mention that I was messing around with some of my camera settings, so if my filming is different, if the exposure looks off, if anything looked different, good or bad, just know it's because I was messing around with my camera. So hopefully it ends up being good instead of bad. Now, today I wanted to bring you both of the palettes, and what I thought I'd do is do the same eye look, but one eye I'm going to use the old Huda Beauty palette and the other eye I'm going to use the new one so that we can compare them head to head. Now, there are quite a few differences between the two palettes, and I want to, of course, give you some specs. This is the packaging, the outer packaging for the new palette, which is so beautiful. It's like a rose gold color, and because I did change my settings on my camera, some of the shots might look a little washed out, so I'll try to make sure it looks fabulous for you. This is the actual packaging of the palette. It's so beautiful, totally different than the old one. The back looks the same as the old one. Inside, there is a mirror. It comes with this kind of clear plastic over the top of the shadows, which again mimics the front cover of the palette. This palette feels a little bit more heavy and a little weighty than the other one. Right off, it looks just like the old palette with the exception of the shimmers. They're much smoother looking. This was $65. I purchased it at Sephora, of course, and it's only got 3 out of 5 stars so far. People are giving mixed reviews on the palette, and not the performance of the palette. More so, it sounds like people are angry that they bought the old palette and now she redid this one, and there's no, basically she's not going to give you your money back. So let's just give you the specs off of the website. So again, $65. Some information here from the Sephora app says a revolutionary eyeshadow palette with 18 unique buttery smooth shadows to create the most amplified metallic finish. What you thought was love was barely even a crush. Introducing the RoseGold Remastered eyeshadow palette, a transformed version of Huda's groundbreaking first edition. This palette is inspired by Huda's obsession with the absolute most necessary colors you need on an everyday basis. RoseGold Remastered has made a comeback with creamier, more intense pigments and combines 18 luxurious talc-free eyeshadows in 4 key textures. It includes 8 buttery mattes, 8 melted metal shadows, 1 black eyeshadow that can be used wet or dry, and 1 pressed pearl shadow. The outer packaging showcases Huda's favorite look and includes a large mirror to let you perfect your makeup on the go. That's pretty awesome. This is the original RoseGold package, outer packaging. The actual palette looks like this, and mine is well loved, so my apologies. It has a clear plastic film on the front. This is what the old shadow palette looks like. As you can tell, the bottom row look very similar to the new palette. The middle row does as well, but that top row of these pressed kind of glitter shadows is totally different. On the top is the original RoseGold palette, and the bottom is the new palette. I just wanted to quickly give my thoughts on the old palette. I actually really liked the old palette. Yes, some of the shadows were a little bit chalkier than I would have preferred, but I felt like I was really able to make this palette work. I took it inside of my kit. I did a lot of jobs with it. I used it personally, and yes, you had to work harder for these top row of shadows. The problem with these is that when you try to pick these up with a brush, especially a synthetic brush, they would not pick up. Natural bristle brushes worked a lot better, I found, because I'm not really a finger girl, but natural bristle flat packing brushes worked best wet or with some type of glitter glue on your lid. That's what worked for me. So I don't feel upset about having to buy both palettes. Y'all know, first of all, I'm a junkie, so I was gonna buy it anyway. So I have no idea what look I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna look and see what inspires me at the moment. I did today use the Huda Beauty foundation. So I wanna mention that today I used the Makeup Revolution concealers, and I'm going to be using one of these in the color C12 to prime my eyes. Okay, so on my right eye, I'm going to use the old palette here. It's more pigmented, it's warmer tone, and it's definitely a lot smoother. I'm having to go in a couple times to get some nice intensity out of this color. A lot more pigmented. Wow. These are the two colors, the old palette, new palette. I'm just gonna use that a little bit in the crease area. As you can see, it's not that much of a contrast between those two colors. Oh, it's very nice. It's not dark. It's very brown. It's like a very nice warm brown. Now I'm actually gonna go ahead in and cut my crease. There's lots of kickback happening with this new palette, which is no big deal. I have virtually no fallout on the new shadow side, so it's not really affecting my shadow look. It's applying okay. Not the best, but you know, we know what the issues are. And I'm just going to overlap slightly. And then, yeah, and still, while it's still wet, I'm going to go into Angelic, and we're still in the old palette here. It's beautiful. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a hard time picking up color. It's like it's so smooth that it won't adhere to the brush at first. This is it, but I'm curious to see if I used couple of these colors damp, will they perform differently? So I'm gonna go ahead into Rose Gold again. I'm gonna dampen my brush. Let's see what happens. You see that? Wow, beautiful wet. Just to note, I am cleaning off my brush. I only have one actual natural hair brush that's like this, so I'm using the same one, but I'm cleaning it off over here on the side. Okay guys, I am back and I've got my lashes on, I've got my lip on, and I am wearing the Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in the color Muse. I also want to mention that I use this palette to highlight as well. Yes. I use the color #blessed and Moondust. Again, old Huda Beauty, new. I actually like both eyes, to be honest. Like, I like both of them. They look pretty similar, with the exception of the fact that this color Bossy, not nearly as vibrant and as pigmented as the color Risque from the new palette. So all in all, I like both eyes, but let's get into whether I would recommend this palette or not. I actually am going to have to say yes. I would totally recommend this new palette. Everything is just completely different. Although the color scheme remained the same, everything is different in this eyeshadow palette. So with that being said, it's basically a new eyeshadow palette with the same color scheme. I think I'm going to need to work with some of these pigments a little bit more just to learn how they will best pop. all of those melted metal colors. I would highly suggest using those colors wet for the best result. I do not use my finger to apply eyeshadow ever, so I can't really attest to whether they work best with your finger or not, but a brush, a flat, natural bristle brush, packing brush, works really well dampened with those colors. And I also have to say that these mattes are completely different. They are giving this old palette a run for its money. I have two complaints. The black in the new palette used dry is not as pigmented and as intense as the black in the old palette. Now, I do know that the black from the new palette can be used as a eyeliner when it is wet. I didn't use it this time, so I don't know whether it performs really well wet, but I'm gonna assume that she made it so that it performs really well while it's wet. So my second complaint is that the foiled liquid or melted metal colors don't really pop when dry. They look like normal pearl shadows when dry, but applied wet, they are like exactly what it says, like melted metals. They almost perform like a paint. When you dampen your brush, they just transform. And I think that I don't want to have to. I want a choice, you know what I mean? I don't want to have to wet my shadows in order for them to make an impact. All in all, I do give this palette a thumbs up. As for people who bought the old palette who are kind of upset about her coming out with a new palette, honestly, I think that that is a very honorable thing to do as a brand, because I do actually, let me say this, I follow her blog, which is, I love her blog. If you don't read her blog, you should actually read her blog sometimes. There's always something fun and some cool information on there. But on her blog, she made a statement about this remastered palette, and it was a very humble statement, saying that when she came out with this palette initially, they didn't have the budget. They didn't have the budget to invest in the mirrors and the beautiful packaging and all those aesthetics. All she really cared about was making sure that we had an essentials palette that could work for different skin tones, number one, and that would be an all-around palette for day, night, events, etc. And as her company gained money and popularity, she was able to invest in the pigments more. And I think that just like with any other company, you grow, you make adjustments to your products, you make improvements, and she was very public about it. She could have honestly came out with a totally new palette. You know what I mean? Instead, she did another version of this palette and called it Remastered, giving people the opportunity to have what her budget can afford now. You know what I mean? And she didn't hike the price up. The price is the exact same as it was when she first came out with the original palette. So in a way, I kind of like that. You know, it might not be something that a lot of people agree with, but I appreciate that she did that. And so with all of that being said, I would say that if you have an additional $65 to spend and you love makeup, I would absolutely recommend you buy this palette. These colors I think are beautiful and they're basics for our skin tone, and with those other colors you could do some fun stuff with it, but all in all these mattes are just the bomb. They are just so good, so pigmented. It's been a while since I have been able to use pinks and deep burgundies and reds and browns that actually pop on my skin tone. So I would highly recommend this palette if you have the extra money. And if you bought the old palette and you tight, I don't know, girl, you might want to go try to exchange it. I don't know, did you use more than 50% of it? I don't know. Take it back to Sephora, see what they say. I'm sure there are people trying to exchange their palettes now. But anyway, thank you guys again for tuning back into this video. I hope that you appreciate this thorough review of this palette. This is not it though. I will definitely be doing multiple looks with this palette, getting to know the palette more and trying to get the most out of the palette, and I will definitely come on and show you guys that. As always, follow me on Instagram at GlamPreezy. Some of the looks that I do don't necessarily make it onto YouTube, so if you want to see what I'm up to, what I'm wearing, what I'm doing. And as always, I am wearing extensions from demiluxhair.com. If you have any questions about anything, please leave a comment down below. Let me know if you will purchase this new palette. Have you purchased it? Do you like it? Did you buy the other one? Are you mad, girl? Let me know down below. And until next time, guys, thank you so much.
Don't hide it. Feeling me, you don't